Hello, everybody. It's me. I got something cool for you today. I brought with me when I moved into my new place lots of stuff, all of my most treasured possessions, obviously. But then I brought some other stuff that kind of I didn't know if I was going to keep it or not. Some stuff I had up for sale on Marketplace and Kijiji and stuff, and it never sold. So I was like, I had to make a decision on like, do I donate this or do I bring it with me? So some stuff didn't make the cut, some stuff did. And this one in particular, I'm glad I brought with me because it's not something that I set out looking for when I got it. I was at Canadian Tire, I think maybe last summer or something, and I just went down the toy aisle because I always take a spin down a toy aisle if I'm at a store that has one, and just to see what's out there. The cold's getting worse, so I will be coughing and sneezing most likely. So I went down the toy aisle and I found this really cool building kit for kids that I wouldn't normally have bought if it was like regular price, but they had it so heavily discounted. It was unbelievable. I was like, I can't not buy this, you know? So I did put it up for sale when we were moving. It didn't sell. I brought it with me, and like I said, now I'm glad I have it, and I'll show it to you right now. It is the Discovery Kids replica of like an internal combustion engine. It's ages 8+, so I can do it. 104 pieces, skill level, intermediate, advanced. I'm sure I will have no problems with this, or if I do, God help me. So yeah, we're gonna flip over to time lapse to build it, but I will continue filming in real time when we open this up, just so you can see what comes out of the box before we start building it. So yeah, let's open her up and check it out. Alrighty, let's open her up. See a picture of a piston, a fan, a spark plug here. Oh, Jesus. Never mind if I can build it or not. I can't even get into the box. There we go. All right. Good shit's all around, yeah. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. So there we have the instructions and the big ass part list. Holy. Okay. Where does it start? Assembly. Okay. Comes with a screwdriver. I'm assuming it needs batteries. I wonder if it comes with them or not. I don't see anything mentioned. Well, we will find out. Let's have a look see. Okay. See-through. This is all part of the casing, I think. The see-through parts are kind of the casing of the engine, so you can see through it and see all the moving parts inside. Yep, there's some fan belts and shit. Yep, there's the cylinder heads, I think. Okay. Bottom of the engine right there, I think. So this is the stand that I think it sits on. Okay, here's the stuff with all the parts. Lots of little screws. I don't see anything about batteries in here, so I'll figure that out while I'm building it. And I do have lots of batteries here, so we, regardless, we will be able to get her up and working, whether it has them or not. So yeah, here's what we're looking at. what we'll do is we'll just dump these parts out so you can get a bit of an idea. The scale. Oh, something's wet or sticky in there. What the hell is that? Lots of little parts. Yeah, it was funny when I worked for the school board, between 3 or 4 years ago, sort of thing. More like 3.5, 4.5, 5 years ago. First job I had after COVID, after I ruined my travel agency gig. One of the custodians I worked with in the summertime, when we were doing, the full clean of the school and redoing floors and shit like that, we kind of had to slow down for a while because they were redoing the fire alarm system and the PA system, so there was contractors in there tearing the place apart, so like any work we would have done would have just been ruined, so we had to wait for a while. So in the meantime, like he would bring in the carburetor from his lawnmower because it was acting up. We'd clean up the carburetor, we do stuff like that, and it really got me. I've always been interested in cars and engines and stuff, but I never really knew, how they worked exactly, right? So I started Googling, like, the combustion engine, just to see, okay, how exactly does this thing work? It's crazy. These small little controlled explosions within the cylinders that move the pistons around. Like, it's just, for somebody to have thought this scheme out in their mind and go, oh yeah, that makes sense, it's doable, let's fucking do it. It seems crazy to me. Like, that kind of stuff just seems absolutely crazy to me. And I love it. I could have been a mechanic. Like, if I was inclined to do that kind of stuff, I would have loved doing that kind of stuff, but not sure I have the skills to pay the bills, if you know what I mean. Oh, there's the camshaft. Okay, so here's all the parts we're looking at. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's screwed shut, so there will be batteries required. Just a matter of how many and what size. It doesn't say anywhere on the box or the instructions about it, so usually they say that, Yeah. Steel rods. In rod we trust. Remember that from The Simpsons? A lot of plutonium or whatever the hell it was. All these tiny screws. I don't want to lose any of them. Stop it. There we go. Last bag to open other than the screwdriver. All right, so there we go. There's our table of parts. Pretty soon, this will be an engine. Doesn't that just blow your mind? Okay, so there's she be. Relatively easy to build, just a lot of manipulating little screws and fitting stuff into weird places here and there. But the only issues I had with it were there was two steel beams, if you saw in there in the time lapse. The longer one went through the bottom here where the camshaft is, and it was a little bit bent. So when I put it in, and I had to get the drive assembly attached, and they had the gears, the two gears that went together. It made that a little tricky because it was bending down, so I had to manipulate it, and you may have seen a little hiccup in there when I was doing that part. It may have taken a bit longer, or maybe not on the time lapse. It's hard to tell, but that was really the only bit of issue I had with the whole thing. Otherwise, it worked great, and so I'll take a video closer up once it's operating. But so this is the battery pack. This assembly here with the wires coming out is for the lights, and this wire here is for the drive assembly that powers the motor. So what you do is you just plug the light side into there. You probably can't see it. Well, actually, none of them came on yet. And then you plug the drive assembly into here, and then it starts going. The lights will alternately blink as I think the piston's reaching a certain point in the cycle. And yeah, there she goes. It doesn't go very fast, but it's more to illustrate how the process of an engine kind of works. So really neat. I had a lot of fun building this. I'm gonna go put it on the shelf in the basement. And not that I have anybody over ever to look at it, but I think it'll be a cool little conversation piece down in the basement when we're playing foosball and whatnot. But anyways, Discovery Kids motor, pretty cool. Alrighty, so here's the engine. I'm gonna show you what happens here. So this is the light plug. You can see something comes on there. That one, number 2, is on. And we'll plug in the motor. Where the hell are you? There it is. There. So you see the fan is turning. You see the lights alternating. You can see the pistons going up and down there. It's kind of hard to tell with the glare and everything. But you can see the camshaft going around. I'm trying to get a good shot of the pistons, but they're hard to tell. And then up here you have all the valves opening and closing. You can see them rocking up and down there as the pistons go up and down. We'll see. Oh, say hello to Kitty. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, Fuzz. You got something to say? Who's a good girl? Maybe on the other side here. Yeah, there's a better shot. You can see the piston heads going up and down. So yeah, that's what this thing is all about. Pretty sick, eh? If only I could build a real engine, I might be able to make some decent money in my life for once. Meh.
Meow.